This is the third night of LMP. Yeah, still afternoon anyway. We start with Art Blue, with his project with his Italian name, and then now we understand why. Okay, and so we start with Art Blue and SUPERCAZZOLA. I can say in the proper language.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Gianluca. Yeah, I'm very happy that I'm the first because I cannot.
I will give a short introduction to the performance that I have created for the live performers meeting in Münster. I called it SUPERCAZZOLA. Any ideas? Please raise your hands if you have ever heard it. Yeah, I see. There are some hands going up. This presentation will help you to get a personal view on artificial intelligence, in specific on hallucination, which is quite close to SUPERCAZZOLA. To have a personal view is important. We all have our view for the meta and for virtual worlds. And now we have to face the impact of artificial intelligence on creative work. This slide shows an artist creating a work of art. Right now we may think that we are safe, that we are the creators of works of art, but will this be true in the future? Artificial intelligence, a term we find now everywhere, has an impact on the creation of images, text and voice. Visual creations will extend into the field of the performing arts. Some products are well known: Midjourney, DALL-E 2, Stable Diffusion. One performer has used Stable Diffusion in the mapping contest yesterday. You may have heard that since Friday ChatGPT is blocked from being used in Italy on reasons I will skip right now. In the performance, the video you will watch, I used natural synthetic voices. There is no human speaking. Question is, who is the creator? A symbiosis of human and AI? Will there be the next level that the human just gives a guideline and then presses the mouse to start the show? Or will it all go virtual? An avatar inside an immersive world that represents the artist? Will the artist no longer have a gender and an age? Is there any need on this? A rebranding of a human by a virtual identity leading to a work inside a virtual world? The German term for this is Immersionskunst. I work in this field where questions rise. Let us have a look now.
Titled The Lord of the Castle of Glass. Description: portrait of an elderly figure adorned in an eastern kaftan, with weary hands that suggest a long and arduous journey. The Lord sits on a bench reminiscent of the works of Friedensreich Hundertwasser, with his eyes closed in a state of contemplation or meditation. The castle of glass that he presides over represents a realm of beauty and fragility, where transparency and impermanence reign. The Lord embodies a sense of wisdom and experience, having witnessed the ebb and flow of life and the impermanence of all things. His serene expression invites us to pause, reflect, and seek the stillness within ourselves amidst the chaotic and ever-changing world around us. Title: The Lady of the Castle of Glass. Description: a portrait of a middle-aged woman standing by a window, with streams of light emanating from the glass panes of the castle. The lady wears a headpiece reminiscent of Zima Blue's work, hinting at a connection to the realm of art and creation. Her gaze is fixed on the outside world, suggesting a longing or yearning for something beyond the walls of the castle. Perhaps she represents a desire for exploration and discovery, or a search for meaning and purpose in life. The castle of glass that she inhabits symbolizes the fragility and transience of all things, and the lady embodies a sense of grace and beauty in the face of impermanence. Her presence invites us to embrace the beauty and mystery of life, and to appreciate the fleeting moments that make it all worthwhile.
I will ask a colleague to give you the information in German. Nevertheless, continue to give your response in English.
Der Titel des Bildes ist The High Priest. Der High Priest hält einen Block aus semitransparentem Glas, auf dessen Spitze das Glas gelb leuchtet. Ob der Priester ein Mensch oder eine denkende Skulptur aus blauem Glas ist?
The High Priest stands before us, holding a block of semi-transparent glass, its tip glowing in a warm, golden hue. Is he a human or a thinking sculpture made of blue glass? The answer is not clear, but his presence commands attention and contemplation. His enigmatic aura leaves us questioning the nature of his existence and the meaning behind his mysterious artifact. Regarding the title of the image, it is called The Grandmother. The Grandmother is depicted as holding a crystalline life extender, which is a circular disc that we may recognize from the film Johnny Mnemonic. She also has red eyes that allow her to perceive the world in the infrared spectrum.
Machine? Be more creative. You hold the language of the world in hand. Rephrase your interpretation of the High Priest and the Grandmother.
Sure, I'd be happy to provide more creative interpretations of the images. The High Priest. In this image, we see a figure known as the High Priest holding a block made of semi-transparent glass, which emits a yellow glow from its tip. The High Priest appears to be either a human or a sentient sculpture made of blue glass, adding a layer of mystery to the image. Perhaps this block represents a source of great power or knowledge, and the High Priest is the only one entrusted to protect it and wield its power. The Grandmother. The Grandmother is depicted holding a crystalline life extender, which resembles the iconic disc from Johnny Mnemonic. With her striking red eyes, she is able to see the world in the infrared spectrum. Perhaps this life extender is a physical manifestation of her wisdom and knowledge, allowing her to live a long and fulfilling life. The red eyes could also symbolize the passion and love she has for life, and the knowledge and experience she has gained throughout her long life. Title: The SUPERCAZZOLA. Description: a portrait of a futuristic figure holding spheres adorned with various symbols, donning a thought amplifier as a helmet. The SUPERCAZZOLA embodies a futurist who pretends to know what lies ahead, but in reality, is uncertain. The spheres symbolize the many possibilities and paths that the future may hold, while the helmet represents the amplification of ideas and the quest for understanding. The SUPERCAZZOLA prompts us to question our assumptions and beliefs about the future, and to embrace the uncertainty that comes with it.
And here comes the explanation in Italian language.
Il termine supercazzola è un neologismo metasemantico, che indica un non senso, una frase priva di senso logico e che non comunica nulla, composta da un insieme casuale di parole sia reali che inesistenti, esposta in modo ingannevolmente veloce, forbito e sicuro a interlocutori che si intende prendere in giro, i quali, pur non capendo, alla fine la accettano come corretta. Nel 2015 la definizione di supercazzola è stata inserita nel vocabolario Zingarelli.
The entry in Wikipedia says that a supercazzola is the master of creating noise where some falsely see meaning.
We noticed the power of the machine in creating stories. We saw the great visuals created out of words. We heard the voices digitally made. We are close to SUPERCAZZOLA, to hallucination, which is a scientific term. It makes sense to see how close we are now that the world is taken over by algorithms. I have translated the part of the explanation that is difficult to understand for non-native English persons into German and to Italian. For Italian using a translation software. Shame on me, but you see that it works. You think that this is the future, that image generation, text generation, sound generation will be done by the machine, by AIs? You are wrong. The next level is that coding will be done by AIs, and I can already demonstrate it. I gave ChatGPT the task to create me an audio-visual performance. And I guess, much to everyone's surprise, it worked. Here it comes.